A massive late-season winter storm is currently descending upon Atlantic Canada, bringing a life-threatening combination of 50 centimeters of snow and wind gusts, reaching 100 kilometers per hour. As of Monday, March 23, 2026, we are tracking two distinct storm systems hitting Nova Scotia and Newfoundland back-to-back in a high-impact event that demands immediate preparation. The first system is already making its presence felt across Nova Scotia this Monday morning, while a second, far more powerful system is targeting southeastern Newfoundland with dangerous intensity. Environment Canada has taken the significant step of issuing an orange winter storm warning for the Avalon Peninsula and St. John's, which represents the highest alert level possible for this type of event. This designation indicates that severe, high-impact winter conditions are imminent, and the timeline for these developments is critical for anyone attempting to plan their day or ensure their safety. In Nova Scotia, the first system began its arrival along the southwestern shore on Sunday evening and continues to deteriorate conditions as it moves across the province. Environment Canada has issued special weather statements covering nearly every county, including Halifax Metro, Lunenburg, Queens, Shelburne, Guysborough, Richmond, Sydney Metro, and Cape Breton. While a special weather statement is not yet a formal warning, the situation is expected to worsen significantly throughout the day. For those in the Yarmouth area or traveling along the 101 corridor this morning, roads are already becoming hazardous. Halifax Metro experienced its heaviest snowfall overnight, and the southwestern shore from Digby through to Halifax County is bracing for 10 to 20 centimeters of total accumulation. A major concern with this specific system is the nature of the precipitation. Because temperatures are hovering near zero, this is a wet, heavy snow. This specific type of snow is notorious for snapping tree branches and bringing down power lines, and it makes manual shoveling physically exhausting and potentially dangerous. As the system evolves through Monday afternoon, coastal areas such as Lunenburg and Chester may see snow transition into a mix of ice pellets or rain. There is genuine uncertainty regarding exactly where this transition line will set up along the South Shore, which could lead to lower snowfall totals but much nastier, icier road conditions. Meanwhile, the snow is spreading eastward into central and eastern Nova Scotia, reaching Guysborough and Cape Breton by mid-morning. While the morning commute in Sydney might start off manageable, conditions will intensify rapidly by the afternoon. Eastern Nova Scotia and Cape Breton are also looking at 10 to 20 centimeters of snow, with locally higher amounts possible along the Atlantic coastline. The added threat for these eastern regions involves strong northeasterly wind gusts developing later today, which will whip up the freshly fallen snow to create blowing snow conditions and significantly reduced visibility. Travelers on the 104 through Antigonish, or those planning to cross the Canso Causeway, should exercise extreme caution and check updated road reports, as a band of heavier snow tonight could push onshore and drive totals toward the higher end of the forecast. The focus then shifts to Newfoundland, where a much larger and more complex story is developing. While western Newfoundland and Labrador saw some initial blowing snow and high winds overnight near Channel Port aux Basques, those conditions are expected to improve slightly by midday as the main event arrives elsewhere. A powerful storm system is moving over the island starting this evening, and Environment Canada has placed a vast portion of the island under active winter storm warnings. Regions including Gander, Grand Falls-Windsor, the Bay of Exploits, Buchans, and the Bonavista and Burin Peninsulas are all in the path of this storm. Residents in these zones should expect 20 to 30 centimeters of snow by Monday night, accompanied by wind gusts between 80 and 100 kilometers per hour. There is an explicit warning for potential blizzard conditions in central Newfoundland, particularly along the Trans-Canada Highway between Gander and Grand Falls-Windsor. During the height of the storm on Tuesday, visibility may drop to near zero, creating a life safety situation where travel should be strictly avoided. The most severe portion of this entire forecast is reserved for southeastern Newfoundland and the Avalon Peninsula, where the rare orange winter storm warning is in effect. Forecasters are calling for an extraordinary 30 to 50 centimeters of snow, with snowfall rates potentially exceeding 5 centimeters per hour at the peak. This level of intensity meets the threshold for what is described as viscous snowfall, making it nearly impossible for road crews to keep up. The storm will begin in St. John's and the Avalon this evening, building in intensity overnight. On Tuesday, easterly winds will reach 60 kilometers per hour before shifting to westerly gusts of up to 100 kilometers per hour. These conditions will create whiteouts across the Avalon, where visibility can vanish instantly. While the southern tip of the peninsula might see a transition to rain or ice pellets, St. John's is expected to remain in the cold sector, receiving the full brunt of the heavy snow with no reprieve. As the storm progresses into Monday night and Tuesday morning, a second phase of the event will bring a shift in winds to the north. These northerly gusts of 80 to 100 kilometers per hour will cause widespread blowing snow even after the primary snowfall begins to taper off. This multi-hazard event, combining extreme snowfall rates, hurricane-force gusts, and potential freezing rain, means that roads and walkways will likely be impassable. Residents are urged to avoid all non-essential travel and ensure they have enough food, water, and emergency supplies to last through the duration of the storm. Flight disruptions at St. John's International Airport are almost certain, and widespread closures of schools, transit, and ferry services are expected across the region. This is a significant, fast-moving situation that requires constant monitoring of official government weather sources. As the storm peaks over the Avalon on Monday night and then moves into central and northeastern Newfoundland through Tuesday night, staying informed and prepared is the only way to navigate this historic late March event safely. Be sure to check for alert upgrades throughout the day and prioritize safety above all else as this powerful system sweeps across the Atlantic provinces.